Is Orania a good example to follow to stop the genocide and for a possible future independent Afrikaner state?
Well, I think it's an interesting experiment, Orania, but of course it's a town that's very far from the economic center of South Africa. It's going to need a lot of infrastructural investment to accommodate larger numbers of people. But you know, ever since 1652, when Jan van Riebeeck first came, the founding father of South Africa, first came to the country, it's been very difficult for the authorities to persuade white people to make use of white labor to do certain menial tasks or physical work. And Orania is perhaps one of the first examples of how that has been done, and to that extent it does contribute something to the future, in the sense that it's teaching us that if ever we have to become totally free, we will have to do our own work, including digging our own trenches and washing our own dishes and making our own beds. I mean, there's a joke about what's the definition of a white South African? It's a person who would rather be killed in his bed than have to make it himself. You know, and that has been the tragedy of our people, is our dependence on the labor of other people. And it's also perverted our own labor market, you know, because you have these foreign Africans coming across the borders where they starve in their own countries, and they are prepared to work for €5 a day. And under those conditions, of course, your own people cannot compete. So those are the sorts of issues that would have to be addressed by any future Afrikaner state. And I think Europe, you know, currently Western Europe is also grappling with issues like that, but they are dealing with them, and to some extent they have managed to keep out third world people and to ensure a decent standard of living for their own working class. And I think we also have to learn from what the Europeans have done.